Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy host School with me again, and welcome to Football Fan View. And here we want to talk about transfers. We want to talk about transfers. So today we are going to actually be talking about everything that we personally think that is happening in the market, like the rumors and the um, everything that has to do with um, transfer market, and that's what we'll be looking at today. The ones that happens to be a rumor, we discuss it as a rumor, and the one that is actually, what's the why we're actually going to be discussing them. And I have some of these things down, and I just thought we should discuss. So don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. What you think is happening now? Officially, the transfer window open today, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, maybe for other countries, maybe those transfer rumors actually transfer I said transfer rumor. The transfer window has already opened, maybe for some people before now, but actually now transfer window for the EPL, which is the most popular. Let me not say the best league in the world, but some people insist that it's not the best league in the world. So, but overall, for me, I think it's the most watched league in the world. Like most interesting to go about. Just opened today, and I think it's time we just discuss one or two things concerning the one that concerns my club and the one that concerns your club. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. There's a link in the group chat. If you want to join along, you can join along. But while we do that, I think we should don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, and please share the content. Now, going into the transfer room, I think the first thing I would like to address is the issue of Victor Osimhen. Now, we know transfer window is open, and we know Victor Osimhen has been linked with various clubs, and we don't link him with many clubs, as possible. Victor Osimhen is a very sought after. I think years back now, when some people said the reason say, okay, the guy go Chelsea, the guy go Arsenal, the guy go this and that. Yeah, it's on, and it has been on like that. But the problem is now I see some things where they say I don't even understand. And why I don't understand is say I don't know why people they disrespect this guy like that. Like are they somehow when I see that people look at Victor Osimhen and then you just see people they just probably the disrespect that is kind of attached to his name right now. I see people saying, oh, he has not done this, he has not done that. Yeah, fine, you can pick up your point. There's nothing wrong with you criticizing. Probably he has always been injured, and somebody looking at it and said he's not technically gifted enough, and yeah, that this and that. If you look at the move of this guy, from when he moved from the Nigerian league into Wolfsburg and the way things, one thing I always know for Osimhen has been Osimhen has always been a fighter, and I remember growing up then when I used to. When this guy first bought into the scene, the 17 scene and the rest of them, I saw the way people used to actually rate it. When this guy, the way the hunger he has actually to play football, this guy wants to play football, this guy wants to develop as a footballer. And this guy has moved from Wolfsburg to Lille and to Napoli, and he has done bits there. When he was at Lille, I remember when he went to Lille in France, people never expected him to have gone as far as he has gone, and he did that, and he got a very big move to Napoli, and now. He's been linked with Arsenal, and I can see some even Nigerian Arsenal fans. I get the normal fans when they say, okay, yeah, because of the AFCON, that they think he's poor. And for me, I don't think Osimhen was poor in that AFCON because basically, if you look at the way the AFCON was, who was not poor at the AFCON? The only people that was not poor for Super Eagles at the AFCON is probably maybe the defenders and the rest of them, the defenders, because our coach was playing kind of defensive. And that's why, you see, I don't like when people don't follow, as in when they don't actually go with what they said. We know that this coach has not played a formation that has been, suitable to our attackers. And yet, despite all this, we still went ahead and still, slag Osimhen off and the rest of them. And I see people giving so much disrespect to this guy. Osimhen is so much disrespected that I feel if Osimhen gets to Arsenal, personally, I feel if Osimhen gets to Arsenal, I feel he will score goals. With the like of Bukayo Saka, not even with Martin Odegaard being your point man. You have someone like Kai Havertz. Are you telling me that if Osimhen should come in, for Kai Havertz, just take away Kai Havertz and put up Osimhen in that front line, and you expect that you are still going to have the same output? I'm telling you, no matter how poor Osimhen is. A poor Osimhen will still give you more goals than Kai Havertz. It gives you more power. It comes more into the game. It brings others into play. I feel this guy will do bits at Arsenal, and that's why personally I still want him at Arsenal, despite the fact that many people, apart from the fact that okay, yeah, my assessment of he being a Nigerian and say I be Nigerian, normal thing. Say make you want your guy to play for your club, now normal thing, which is well expected. But the truth of the matter is that this guy is disrespected. The point is that no be fluke say this guy be number 8 for Ballon d'Or list. That is the highest Nigerian you have seen in that particular category, at least as far as I've been watching football. I don't know before now, but so far as I've been watching football, that's the highest in Nigerian has ever been. And closer to that Ballon d'Or, he was like number 8. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like number 8. This is something that we should collect. So for me, the disrespect on Osimhen, I think is much, and I feel like people are. So for me, I feel wherever it depends to go, because I do not always believe in transfers until those things have finally happened. So me personally, I don't believe in transfer until I see them happening. So there was a link. It was a rumor that there has been contact with his agents. If contact don't deal with it, then I did very happy. At least he pay me pass anything will feel bad. I can't see any of us getting another striker that is better than Victor Osimehn. Like right now, we talked about this other guy that went to that is in Leipzig. This I can't remember his name. Okay, Sesko, yes. We just lost out on Sesko. Sesko, the guy wants to say more. Fine. Look, Sesko is a young striker. And for me, I feel Osimhen is well proven than Sesko. I don't even care. Because the guy is European, yes, we are giving this tag and the fact that how can you compare Sesko and Osimhen? Osimhen is a better striker. Well, the last striker for me, if we have him up front and another person, at least I'll be able to put myself that it's a Nigerian playing in the Premier League and he's playing for us now, and then it's a big time striker, can compete with every other striker in the world. So for me, Victor Osimhen, it is for me for us now. It's not a bad buy. We're not the way people are even looking at it. Osimhen a good buy for us now if we decide to go. If Arsenal decides to go for Osimhen, but disrespect with Osimhen is kind of much. And for me, if you're a Nigerian and you're still slagging off Osimhen, I'm about to check your brain now. Wait till they happen. Check yourself. This guy, no, why you be the slag of this guy? This guy now a good guy, now good striker. He's a good guy. Starting from the way he become and the height he has achieved, I don't see the reason why we should be slagging him off. Anyway, moving on to that, I'll go to another fellow Nigerian compatriot, even though he's not playing for Nigeria, and that is the person of Michael Olise. Now, this guy is somebody I like. I like him so much. He and Ibrich is like I've always been the advocate of that kind of group. Say all those groups say they play for, even though they don't play for Super Eagles, but once you get that connection with us, they always expect say sometimes I will always reach for them to actually play, for the Super Eagles. But looking at Michael Olise, this guy is a very good player, very, very good player. And for me, I don't know the reason why Arsenal are not exploring the option. I don't think £50 million or £60 million for this cost for that guy is too much, because if you can spend £60 million on Kai Havertz, I don't see the reason why we cannot spend £60 million on Michael Olise. He's younger and probably maybe about the same age, but still he can give us something different on the left flank, on the left wing. Perform. It's a very viable competition for Saka, that can also stay. But I don't know if he will be wanting to sit on the bench, because for clubs like Manchester United, for Chelsea, he's more likely to start in those teams. So I don't see. That's one of the reasons why I don't see the reason why it might probably. Maybe I see the reason why he might not want to, entertain Arsenal at the moment. But for the fact that you can play Champions League football, you can play on the top line, because. Growing up, what we used to hear is that you suppose date and pay Champions League, before you feel do any of those. Another time you could be big boy if you count yourself as big boy, you understand? So you guys play Champions League, that's the coco. Everybody believes okay, Champions League now. Arsenal has Champions League, United doesn't have Champions League, Chelsea doesn't have Champions League, and those efforts. I believe Arsenal should be able to pick those kind of quality, and that's going. And I think the race is between 3 people, and I think that is Chelsea, Bayern, and Newcastle. And for me personally, as a Nigerian guy, the person I would prefer this guy to start. If I look at the one I would prefer, I wouldn't want him to go to Newcastle, because I still don't understand what's going on with them now. Yeah, they have money, but they've not been able to spend it, and the team has not been able to go to the next level, as in they are still struggling with themselves. So do I want him to actually go there, leave Crystal Palace? Yes, Newcastle is a bigger club than Crystal Palace, but the general thing we look at it is that even though Newcastle is a bigger, looks like a bigger prospect than Crystal Palace, but the point is that they've not actually gotten themselves. Now, if we move straight to Chelsea, Chelsea right now they have a new manager. They are starting afresh, and I don't know if Chelsea is actually a very good, nice processor. There's also a link with United, which I think would have been the best. I don't think that Anthony is going to do anything, reasonable in that club. So probably that one they go sell and go buy popcorn at last. I don't know whether they go sell and go buy a flag. I don't know, but I can't say the guy no good. They should reach Olise. So for me, I think one way or the other, whether they like it or not, one of them will actually he is better at United, and than any of the other clubs. And I also saw another links to Bayern. I don't know if it would be like if it would be able to go to Bayern, but you have this like so I have some players in Bayern. If he believes in himself, which I know Lisa does, I know that he has that belief, because if he doesn't have that belief, no, there's no way he'll be looking. He's looking to get into the France squad at all costs, and that's why he's holding on to play for France. I believe this is because he believes in his quality. So I believe with this quality, I believe he should be able to. He believes in quality, and since he believes in his quality, I still believe that he can, get into the Bayern team. So that's if he wants to go abroad, that's also fine for him. I know he's linked with that. And another transfer, that's on Michael Olise. Wherever he decides to go, but I don't know the reason why Arsenal is not going for this guy. I actually feel Olise is a very good guy and could do bits even if he joins Arsenal. So one thing or the other, if he just do sideline, no concern me. But I basically believe this guy is a gym there. And also the next person I want to talk about is Brightweight. And I think about Brightweight is. I think I saw the link this morning that is he personally he agrees, he's willing to agree terms with Manchester United. Yeah, the truth of the matter is that from Everton to Manchester United, that's a very big move. It's a very good move for him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Apart from that, it's a win-win situation for him. He goes from a small club to a big club, and then not only that, we also have a very big. I think he will be moving from probably maybe 40k a week and go to something like 150 in a week. A win-win for him. He'll be playing at a bigger club. It doesn't matter whether they have Champions League football or not. He's playing in Everton with somebody just escape relegation, point deduction, and the rest of them. Everything they don't suffer. Despite everything they don't suffer, still, he's coming back into a United team is a very good deal for him. And I don't know. We have a lot of players who will take a step, even though they have to. I don't think his concern will be a Champions League football now, but moving into a big team. And I believe that it's a very good buy for Manchester United. For the fact that Manchester United does not even have a defender. You don't have a legal defender. You see, forget all those Maguire, all those Johnny Evans, all those guys don't finish. Like, I'm sorry to say they are out of it. I don't know, 80 million. But the issue I have now is that price tag. Now, this about this. I heard that the price that Everton is quoting is close to 80 million pounds. Now, 80 million pounds, don't forget Maguire, something like that, about 70 million pounds. When players come like that, it's another thing for them to come with that big transfer. Me, I'm always an advocate that sometimes when players are acquired for bigger fee, you understand, when you buy player with big money, what the challenge that happens is that this player kind of have problems when they are, because English media are crazy people. The way they will hold the matter, if maybe the ball will play, maybe say ball just enter in leg like this, they don't carry him, they don't help him. One by fellow junior straight, you understand? They will make a big deal for him, and the guy will start to struggle. So he's a very good buy for Manchester United. If Manchester United should get him, he's a very good one that Manchester United would have acquired. But I hope the pressure doesn't get to him. But right now, Manchester United does not have any better defender, so it cannot be that worse. It can't be worse than Maguire. It can't be worse than the Johnny Evans and those that have it, because Man U generally has been in shambles. So I would like to know what Manchester United think. Is Brightweight actually worth that amount of money? And another thing I want to know in the comment section is, let's ask ourselves, is there been anybody that has been signed above him, apart from Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, probably those guys that have gone for that big money? Like generally in football right now, let's look at those guys that have also been bought for big monies, like who have actually lived up to their expectation. People mentioned about Declan Rice a couple of last season, and I think he has been worth it. But I think he still needs to do that for a complete period of time, so you know that the money never waste. You understand? The guy is a very quality player, but you still have to. He still has to do it a couple of times. You guys join again and again and again and again, so that you will know, say, okay, yeah, and I'm on, because Ronaldo, they did it again, they repeated it couple of times, they did it again and again, and we know that they can actually do it. So Branthwite for United will be an upgrade on what they used to have. There's nothing in that their defense at all. So I think it's a very good one. So United, please can comment in the comment section. Do you think 80 million is a very nice price, for him, for that kind of a player? It's just coming a breakthrough season from Everton. Is it worth that? And what's your opinion? Let me know in the comment section. And also, there's another rumor I saw. I don't know how true this is. I was told that Foden is going to be probably getting a raise, becoming one of the highest paid player in Manchester City, and that's going to be on £370,000 a week. 370. Now, the truth, no doubt, I forget about this Foden and Saka debate. Everybody keep debating. I don't know the problem with football these days now. We go just debate, say this player better about this player. But these two players have been good. And then there was a time that the rumor of world class or no world class. These guys are good guys. They are good footballers. They are playing well for their teams. They definitely sometimes used to have their downtimes, but it's not as if they're not good. The guy being on 370, I think for me, in a club like Man City, is worth it. They're actually giving away money. So if they're giving away money, they should be able to give away money to the players who is doing the job. And considering the fact that the guy is still young and being able to achieve that feat, he has won Champions Leagues, he has won Premier League back to back. He won 4 in a row. He was among the team that won 4 in a row, and a couple of things that he has done. Taking the game by the scruff of his neck. You remember that last game of the season? The guy himself dealing with West Ham. I think he's personally, worth it, and I feel he's worth that particular amount of money. I don't know what you think. I think you should just leave your comment in the comment section. So let's see, what do you think? Should Phil Foden, does he deserve? He's in the Euros now, playing for England. I'm even wanting to see. I hope he does well in the Euros, and for me, I feel he deserves the 370 because he's a very good player. And I don't know what you think. You can leave that in the comment section. Next, I would like to touch on that story that I just scrolling back. I read that story and I wanted to just share with us. This one is just an information. Lorient is becoming the sporting director for Lorient at the Lorient Football Club in France. Now, I want to mention something about this. Talking about managers, sporting directors, and all those administrators in football. That's what I want to talk about now. And I look at it and say, if you look at some managers nowadays, and I was looking at, we have some people who are always, calling out coaches. Like I used to see some guys, honestly, some Arsenal fans who probably go on their channel. Well, there's no crime. You can decide not to watch them. You slag off your team. You do this. You keep asking for standards that you say they're not doing this. They're not doing that. The point is, I see a lot of people. I don't want to mention names, but basically you know them. I've seen some people who will go to their channel and most times start slagging off the team. They get Sakateta, the problem is that who are these coaches among these coaches are achievable, as in are attainable. Can you sign a Simeone? Can you sign an Ancelotti? Can you sign Pep Guardiola for Manchester City? They ask me, which of these coaches can you get? Now, apart from that fact, who are those coaches? Okay, you talk about Simon Inzaghi and those guys, and a lot of people. How many of these coaches will actually get you what you want? Now, we know the way how terrible these teams has been, and then before the coming of the new sporting director, talking about Edu and Ateta, and they've worked together and they have built this team to a stage whereby the team is going. Yes, a question still need to be asked because the team has not gotten over the line yet. Yes, Arsenal has not gotten over the line yet. And most times we are now turning like next season. So next season will get better. Next season will get better. But the point is that the team actually needs to get over the line. Now, but the truth of the matter is that be careful of what to reach for. Now, it is one thing for you to want to, you want to improve, you want to go to the next level, you want to win the big trophies. But look at Jose Mourinho. He used to be the special one because for me, he's no longer the special one. Now, moving to Tottenham, he's now in Fenerbahce. He's not able to get a big job again. Why? Why is not able to do it? There are scarcity of these big time coaches. Look at everybody. Everybody is now going younger. Look at the number of players, the kind of players people are signing. Look at the number of players, the type of player that Chelsea are signing, the type of player that Arsenal are signing. Everybody is trying to build again from the beginning. And gone are those days when we used to have the like of Raul, Figo, big time players. We have winning Ballon d'Or is very, very tough then because you have big players. Got players like Thierry Henry not being able to win the Ballon d'Or. These are the things that's the level as at then. Now, but for the level that we have now, we have things that are building and getting, we are picking to my everybody side of the PSR rule. Everybody is just trying to minus and make profit from football and do things that are better and do a lot well. But we need to understand that all these things, despite the fact that they are very, very important, it's also important that your club is being run well. Many clubs run into debt. Look, for example, now look at the whole Ulabalu with Manchester City. I'm not saying they are guilty. I'm not saying they have done anything wrong. But my question is that look at the way Man City is. Look at the way Man City they are down dragging with the the Premier League over the issue of you're not lying to get the kind of sponsors get them in. Everybody is trying to build something. So the what I would like to say is be careful of what you wish for. Be careful of those things that you're expecting. That you're saying, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want. Be careful of what you wish for, because what you wish for, you should not wish for. By the time you change your coach and then you start from yourself, what is the essence of what you have built, and you tear it down with just one decision with the wrong manager. So for me, my message to Arsenal fans, like the likes of those people that are always coming off to their channel and slagging off the team, is support the team. There's no problem, there's no harm in you demanding standard. There's no harm in you wanting the team to do well, or maybe expecting a new coach to come in and set the standard. But also, let's be reasonable. All these things, you can do whatever you want, but if the team is moving in a positive direction, I don't think there's any reason. Challenging twice, 2 times in a row, it's no big deal. Even before Wenger could get the tournament, the championship from Manchester United, they had to try a couple of seasons. And now, you have the right to demand success, but you should also be careful what you wish for. Anyway, that is my own opinion, and that's my own message to Arsenal fans or whatever club that you support or whatever club that is in building. Even Chelsea that is in building. The euphoria day is over. They've not been able to win trophy ever in a while now. Look at Manchester United too, struggling. Everybody is starting a rebuild. So I feel personally that we should also be careful what we wish for. Now, speaking of managers and the rest, I would like to move to the next one, which is the issue of Ten Hag's contract. Now, I've been an open critic of Ten Hag. I believe that this guy is not that like sound enough, apart from the sentiment of the fact that I prefer. I believe it's not that sound enough. But the truth of the matter is this: I look at Ten Hag as some of the decisions he has made. I feel that team is not as bad as it is, and I feel like the team could have done better. But if Manchester United are not changing their coach right now, I don't see any reason why some people should be complaining about the coach. Because basically, look at what Manchester United have done. Yes, they won an FA Cup, which makes their season like it's kind of sugarcoating their season and making their season look better, which is fine for anyone in our trophy matters. They have actually done good this season, probably more than some teams, even than Arsenal in the league. But the truth of the matter is that we need to understand that despite all, Manchester United find very difficult even to get a new coach to to replace Ten Hag. And since they can't get a better coach, what did they do? They don't have a choice than they have to just stick with him and see what they can do. Now they are trying to offer him a contract. I'm not surprised because there is a scarcity of coach out there. You want Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso is not willing to leave Leverkusen. You want Inzaghi. I don't think this guy is ready to leave Inter. Look at people changing coaches here and there, and those guys are getting sacked. How many of those coaches have been able to stay 5, 6, 7 years in those places you find them? Look, enough of all this. Anyway, I don't want to go back to that because I think I've done that. So Ten Hag contract is sorted out. It's likely the guy be the one still in charge in the dugout for Manchester United, which is a good one for them, probably because they're not able to get another coach. Well, that is not bad. For me, that is not bad. That is fine by them if that's what they want. But I feel they can do more. Now, another thing, when you talk about this one, I think this one, and after this, we have one more topic to discuss, and we'll round off and we'll be off the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this. I don't know if you can put your comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Now, let me talk about. I saw this Portuguese guy, this Joao Neves, and Benfica is quoting 100 million, 100 million, 1 £100 million for an 18 years old. Don't forget, it's still this same Benfica, if I'm not mistaken, are the one that sold this person to Chelsea for over 100 and something million too. Why is there any player worth all this amount of money that they're actually buying? I want to even know in the comment. Please, I want you guys to just let me know in the comment section. Does any player actually in this current market worth 100 million? That guy is 18 years old. He has not probably played 3 seasons of football. He hasn't proven anything. I'm not even sure what he has won. I don't know if Benfica won the league there over there last year. I don't know if they won. Maybe they're the one that won the league. He won the Portuguese league. But for winning the Portuguese league, 100 million, I don't think it's something. For me, I don't think those guys are. I think those guys are just 50 million, 60 million. That's at most, considering the prospect. But anyway, I would like to know in the comment section, what do you think? Joao Neves for 100 million. We're linked. Arsenal were linked to him. I don't see us actually acquiring that, because I don't see that happening in any way at all. I don't see that happening. I don't see us paying 100 million for Neves. But if we do, all right, he becomes the best player in the world. I will shamelessly celebrate. Now we do. I will swag off, because right now, when we got Declan Rice, any player at that signs, actually, I'm okay by, and that's why I'm not really carried away by that. I wish the team signs. It's always exciting to know that your team is active in the transfer window, but I believe the coach is expected to get whoever huge thinks is nice. And lastly, I think we're about 30 minutes on the editor. Thanks for watching so far. Don't forget to like, subscribe. And the last thing I want to talk about is the Euros and the Euros and the Euros and the Euros. It's kicking off today. And for the bookers, who do you think will win? I want you to leave your comments in the comment section. Who is winning the Euro? For me, I look at it. I just have two teams in my mind, and I have France and I have England. But basically, with my sentiment, if I'm supposed to look towards sentiment, like the team I like for passion, I would just say I want England to win the trophy. And now, why? It's because of Bukayo Saka. I believe he's going to be playing, and I want him to win the Euros. That's for me. But basically, if I was supposed to go footballing like on paper, who I think is more a balanced team to win, I think that would be France. So I think that's just my take. So I'll be seeing those two teams over there in the tournament. And I think the tournament is in Germany. It's kicking off today. Germany, Scotland. Also, we'll be supporting Germany, for Kai Havertz, all Arsenal contingents. I'll be supporting Scotland, Scotland and Germany, Tierney, and all of them. I will be there. I'll kind of watch reactions to some of the big games too, and we're looking forward to the season in full. Now, before I go, I would just like to notify us that please, Football Fan View is going to be expanding next season. Next season, we're going to be going to viewing centers. We're going to try to make arrangement with people, talk to other football fans, crazy football fans, and their crazy football takes. And we're going to be looking into it next season. We're going to be trying our best to bring those reactions after the games to you. I'm hoping that it's actually going to be a great journey next season. So we're looking forward to next season. We'll be trying sign our match reactions, make sure that our match reactions are coming in a little bit earlier. A lot of content will be coming up on the channel. Don't forget, if you want to come on the channel, you can leave a message in the comment section. Please, any one of you, if you want to do content, if you just reach out to us in the comment section. I will get back at you. And in the group chat also, thanks to everybody who has been a part of the channel, Big Rook, Dr. Ray, and as many people who are DG, as many Richo, everybody that has always been a part of the channel. Thank you. God bless. Thanks for watching. And that's the end of the video today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, and share. I beg. Football Fan View is trying to bring you the best footballing content. I want you to just come and give your opinion. Come and give your opinion. Anything that you want to say, come and say it. Thanks for watching the video today. I'll see you on the next one. I believe that every one of us will have a lovely day today. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.